What's up, family? I hope everybody is doing great today. I had a quick 10-minute word. I'm going to try to make it 10 minutes. But I want to say what's up to all my womb sisters. I hope my womb sisters are doing well. If you want to join the womb school, go on Facebook and look for Our Sisters Cover International. Or you can inbox me, but we need to connect. Because I see a lot of us are struggling with just being ourselves. And a lot of that comes from our inability to be who we are in front of those that know us. I was talking to a lady today, and she's doing really great, in her Indigenous Detox program, doing her thing. And I told her, you need to start posting some weight loss photos on your page. Because you want to branch out and help other people do this as well, and help people learn how to take herbs and, nourish their bodies, detox their bodies. Like, this is great. This is somebody who's been looking for that opportunity. When she posted a picture, she was like, wow, I noticed that people were really hitting me up, so I was showing her how to do it. So she sent me some of her before and afters, and I said, girl, make this the next post. Well, she immediately was like, well, no, my son, he follows my page, and I don't want him to say anything. That right there got me hot. That right there got me hot. Because your family is the main reason, your friends is the main reason why you can't branch out and do the things that you really want to do, because of that inner voice, that inner critic that you feel like you're going to hear in your head from them. And so you just don't do it. I've talked about this a lot of times in my videos in the past on Facebook. So if you guys, want to see more videos, go on Facebook and watch a lot of my lives. But I'm going to go over this again. That fear thing, fear is probably the greatest weapon of white supremacy, because as long as they keep you afraid, we don't have to worry about building another Black Wall Street, because we got a lot of niggas that's too afraid to do their business, expand their business, grow their business, because they're afraid about what their family is going to say. I can tell you, for one, things didn't get popping for me and my business, and I didn't elevate until I isolated myself. Your family, your friends, that inner critic. And child, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. And this lady was right in the South too. And I'm like, honey, if your family is anything like mine, they closed-minded, they don't understand. And I'm like, why is it that we care about what people like that say anyway? This is why we can't do what we want to do. Because some people that just only work a 9 to 5, they may have something to say. You're not ready for greatness then. And it pissed me off so bad. And I'm like, this is something you can do today. Make that post today. Fuck them. And I said, don't think anymore that you're being held back by anything else other than yourself. If you're one of those people that have held yourself back because you knew your family was going to say something, I promise you, all of us do it. All of us do it. I've just gotten to the point I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't give a fuck. But you guys, fuck your family. Somebody needs to hear this today. Your family is not going to be the people that's going to ride for you. Don't expect your family to be understanding your evolution. Don't expect them to be on board for your transformation. Don't expect your family to be a group of people that's going to unconditionally accept you, because that's a lie too. Because what we know about love, we really learn from attachment. This love that most families have is, I love you, it's based on condition. I love you as long as you do the things I like. I love you as long as you don't confuse us. I love you as long as you do things that we approve of. That's what this love means. That's how we are in our relationships. So even with your homegirl, it's women right now needs fake relationships. Think you got a homegirl? Branch off and do something. And see, don't you think about how she's going to act about it. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you already thinking about how she's going to react and you are not doing it because something in your mind says, no, I don't want her to see it, you don't have no real family in her, you're not really friends with her, and you're operating out of a place of fear. You cannot grow any multi-million-dollar corporation business when you're asking for permission. That's not how it works, people. You can't ask these basic and brain-dead people for permission. You have to lead the way. You have to have a conversation with yourself and say, fuck them. I know what's right. I'm here to talk. You don't have to be afraid of what you have to say. You don't have anything to prove to them. Start a whole new Facebook page. Do whatever you need to do. But you have to realize that they gonna have shit to say. Go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. Start the business, make the post, say what you want to say. We got grown people don't even want to share a post. Most of y'all love some of my posts and y'all don't even want to share it to your page because you afraid of what your family is going to say. You know, that's like a slave. You don't have no freedom. Like, we got grown ass people that's really like paying bills, fucking and stuff, but you can't even make the post that you want to make. That's not living free. Check that shit. I mean, I got hot this morning. I was like, this is the very reason why you're going around and around in circles right now. It's time for you to draw the line in the sand and tell people who the fuck you really are. And allow them to make the decision based on the real you. A woman that was very wise who took me in when I was around 20, 21 years old. She was a late August Virgo, a pastor. She owns a colonic irrigation clinic. She's a wonderful woman. She told me something I'll never forget. She said, whether you love me or hate me, it's going to be the real person that you love or hate. So a lot of y'all have not even given people the opportunity to see the real you. So by default, you don't have any choice but to foster and build upon fake relationships. And that's why eventually they fade out, they fizzle, they don't give you what you need, you don't feel fulfilled, all of that because you're leading with the inauthentic version of who you are. You're giving them the version that you feel like they'll be comfortable with. And what does that do to you at the end of the day? You end up carrying all of that. Because your soul know when it's not in alignment through your real purpose. Your soul know. Your soul know. So depression is actually the manifestation of not using your gifts. You're not using your gifts. Your throat chakra is being cut off. It's being choked. Your voice. Find your voice. A lot of us don't even know our voice. Find your voice. This starts with posting. Social media is the best opportunity to brand yourself, to make your mark, to speak, to step up to the mic and declare who you are. But a lot of people step up to the mic and show the fake person that their family will approve of. I was like that too back in 2011, 2012. I started to do bikini competitions and get into my bikini thing. And I started posting it online and my brothers had everything to say. I had to hear their fucking mouth. Yeah, I didn't want to. All my friends keep asking, who's that girl and your friends? Is that your sister in the swimsuit? This is how niggas are just tripping because I'm in a swimsuit. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I've been an artist for a long time, and I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have gifts and have in a world where most people are just average and mediocre. You end up dumbing down to them, and you pay the price for it. Your family, the legacy that you can't build, you don't have the confidence to even do it because you worried about what your family and your friends are gonna say. That was the biggest thing for me. Once I got away from them motherfuckers, my whole business went through the roof. I mean, I excommunicated their ass. You know, it was conscious. I was like, And I feel so sorry for people that are even in denial. Because again, most of the things in your life that you're not doing is because you're afraid of what your family's saying. This is unconscious. You don't have to tell yourself that. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe it. Once I said, fuck my family, it was on and popping for my business. It was on and popping for my life. And now I have boundaries set to where they can only communicate me a certain way, with me a certain way. My brothers don't even know what the fuck I do. And as I said, for you guys, black people, one thing you have to understand about black people is that we are very traumatized, hurt people. We are people who have been programmed to fight each other, to keep each other down, and that includes your family. So your family, like mine, I don't tell them what I do. They don't know what the fuck I do. They don't care to know what the fuck I do because that's their unconscious little slick way of saying, I'm gonna show you I don't care, to devalue what you're doing. That's how they act. That's how they act. You can't expect to hear shit from them. Don't expect for them to be in your team, in your corner, cheering, nothing. You got to expect to know that one day you had posts that was getting about 80 some likes from your family and friends, and the next day you may post something and it may get 3 or 4. That's something you're going to have to be okay with. We don't want to be uncomfortable. Be uncomfortable. Find your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. You keep attracting fuck boys and fuck girls and people that's doing you wrong because you are putting out, you're projecting a very false image. It's a halfway image. So you can only attract halfway people. Because you can only attract who you are. So once you step up to the mic and spit like you know who you are, you gonna attract people that just say, hey, I love it. Thank you. How can I support? It ain't, well, what you doing? People can sense when you're not even confident in what the fuck you doing. You can't fake it. So you have to have this conversation with yourself right now. What are you gonna be? Are you gonna be what other people want you to be? Or are you gonna really be the full expression of what you were sent here to be? Will you ever find out what your divine mission was? Will you get on that path? Will you ever get in alignment? For a lot of people, no, they won't, because their family, the inner critic inside their own head is keeping them off of their path. So I wanted to keep this at a 10-minute word. For those of you that are not following me on Facebook and Instagram, go to @AncestralArrangeMatch on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, Art Kathy. If you need help moving forward, if you're a woman that's got an inner critic, and you need a support system of people that's gonna say, go sis, go, you need to join the womb school, okay? And you're right, you shouldn't tell your family shit, but get this message. And shout out to my royalty wraps. Girl, they gave my earrings and this hair wrap. Isn't it cute? Let me get out of here, y'all. Love you. Keep going forward. Fuck your family, because I promise you that's a dead weight that keeps people from going forward. Have a wonderful day.